Hello and welcome to a special silly throwback video. This is where we're going to look at an older video on the internet, and it's fun for sure because it's a little bit insane.
My name is Theresa, I'm 44 years old, and I'm addicted to smelling gasoline.
Okay, so there's a lot to unpack here for sure. Why does she like to smell gas? And what is it doing to her health? Nothing good, I'd imagine.
And I'm addicted to smelling gasoline.
The shift in tone here gave me whiplash. It starts off by playing this fun and quirky kind of music, like haha, great fun times. And then she says she smells gas, and it gets dark. It gets kind of scary.
My name's Theresa. I live in whatever this place is, and I like to smell gas.
That literally is her. Is my hair okay? Is it good? Also, just a random thought I had. But if smelling is a skill, which, you know, maybe it is, she has to be a professional sniffer with how much gas she's been sniffing. And I feel like that's probably a sentence that has never been said before in the history of the entire universe. I'm a trailblazer, I guess.
When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is I roll over, sit up, and smell my gas bottle.
Of course, because that's the logical thing to do. Wake up, roll over, and sniff gas. Is that better or worse than checking your phone in the morning? Also, she says she sits up, but she is totally not sitting up right there. So needless to say, I'm already a little bit suspicious of her.
Then I'll get up, take another sniff of the gasoline.
That's very interesting. She wakes up, sniffs gas, gets out of bed, sniffs more gas. She definitely has a process, and I respect that. I love a good process. I can respect when people have systems in place to give their life structure, and she definitely has a system. It's a little bit weird, but it is a system.
And then I'll come downstairs, and a couple minutes later, I'll take another sniff of it.
We're 24 seconds into this video and I'm already over her sniffing gas. I'm so over it. Like, I'm just like, stop, no more sniffing. You're in sniffing jail. How can she not go more than 2 seconds without sniffing gas? But also, I guess that's the point of the show. It's an addiction and it's strange and it's hers. So my strange addiction. And yes, yeah.
Of it.
And I still love the sound effects they use. They are literally horror movie sound effects. And they use them when she's sniffing gas. It's the perfect time to use them.
Theresa has been addicted to smelling gasoline for over 30 years. She takes a sniff every 10 minutes and even wakes up in the middle of the night for a fix.
That is crazy. 30 years of straight huffing gas fumes. That's a lot of huffing, not a lot of puffing. And while that sounds like an absolute party, there has to be some damage done to her. There has to be some good damage. Not good. It's not good. It's not good damage. I just meant damage. Okay, I don't know why I said good. It's just damage. Damage. Okay, damage. And I mean this totally respectfully, with full respect. But she gives off crackhead vibes. I have a feeling it has something to do with the gas. That's just my guess. I don't know. Maybe she actually does crack. I don't know. Also, imagine waking up and the first thing you think about is smelling gas. That is crazy to me. Like, I feel like I would explode if I did that. I would literally turn into a nuclear bomb.
I just love the smell of it, how it makes my nose feel inside the back of my throat.
That's awful, literally awful. I wish I could unhear that. I wish I could forget it. What she just said is totally cursed, and she should go to federal prison for even saying that.
Theresa was only 13 years old when her dad asked if she wanted to smell his gas can.
I smelled it that one time, and that was all it took.
In such a little time, so much went on here. Why did her dad offer for her to smell gas? Like, at what point is anybody like, hey, you want to smell this gas? It smells great. Don't get addicted to smelling it, though. And then she smelt it and somehow became addicted to it. Like, where's the self-control? At no point was she like, maybe I shouldn't be smelling gas and sniffing gas, and maybe it's not good. I don't know. And when they showed this picture, was she already smelling gas at this point?
Now she stashes 4 water bottles filled with gasoline throughout the house for easy access.
No matter where I'm at, I have a bottle with me. I keep it either in my purse or in my jacket pocket. When I eat, it's sitting right there at the kitchen table in case I get that urge.
That is so wild to me. Like, she has literal gas just around her house ready for her to smell. Like, on top of the fridge and then 2 in her dresser. That is bananas. Those are Hall of Fame stats right there. She sniffs petrol, petrol. I don't know, that's very British. She sniffs petrol about 120 times a day, which equals about 43,000 times a year. Like I said, sniffing has to be a skill for her. She has to be the best sniffer in the world. You don't just sniff gas 43,000 times in a year and not get anything from it. You just don't.
When I walk in the door, the first thing that hits me is the smell of gas. It smells like you're walking into a garage.
And now we're smelling gas while you're cooking.
And your point is, if you don't like it, go upstairs.
This part is so funny to me because it's the only point in this episode where it shows her boyfriend, and it's pretty much just them arguing. And he plays no other role other than helping her get more gas, which is not a good role. That's not a good role at all. Why did he get casted as that?
When Theresa doesn't have gasoline, watch out. She does get very angry.
Yeah,
What do you think it's doing to your health? What do you think it's doing to your brain? Or...
I don't know. I can't answer that.
Well, Theresa, you can't answer that, but a doctor can, and you should go to a doctor, please, pretty please.
Theresa doesn't work and is supported by her boyfriend.
It makes sense why they included this bit, but it almost seems like they just wanted Theresa to catch a stray or something. I don't even know. They just casually mentioned that Theresa doesn't work and that Frank supports her gas addiction. Weird flex, but okay.
She spends almost $400 a month on her addiction.
Me and Frank fight over it. You know, take the last couple dollars we have just to go get the gasoline can filled because I have to have my gasoline to sniff.
What a wildly wonderful way to word that.
We use the last dollars I have because I have to smell gas.
Theresa, do you hear yourself? Look in a mirror and listen to yourself.
I come to the gas station about twice a week. The more I go to the gas station, the fresher the gas is.
I've heard her talk about situations where she chose the gas over buying food or something like that. She just needs her fix.
I can't believe what I just heard. She likes fresh gas, which to be honest, I didn't know gas had a freshness value to it. Does that mean there's stale gas? And what's the difference between stale gas and fresh gas? That's a genuine question. What is the difference? She also smelled gas straight from the pump like a savage. And I'm not even gonna talk about how her daughter is a literal clone of herself. I'm not even gonna talk about that.
I've had memory loss since about 1995. Because of my memory loss, I have to use, darn, see?
Few things here. First off, I feel like she just forgot the word sticky note coincidentally. That's a common word. I don't feel like that was particularly because of the gas smelling. It might have been. I don't know. And second off, of course your memory's gonna suck after sniffing gas for 30 years. I could have told you that 30 years ago. I wasn't alive, but I could have told you that. And I don't even know how many times I've said sniffing gas in this video, but it's more than I'm comfortable with, and I don't like it.
The past 6 years, I have had major stomach problems. I've had anemia problems.
Why is she saying it like she has no clue what is happening? She just casually says she has all these issues but doesn't correlate it with smelling gas. That would be my first correlation, is that maybe I'm having these issues because I'm smelling gas. That's maybe where the issues are coming from.
I never really thought about going a day without it. I don't know if I could or not. I'm ashamed of it.
You don't sound very ashamed of it. Also, I'm so sick of looking at gasoline. I'm over it. I don't know how many times I've seen this video at this point, and I'm done looking at gas. I'm over it. I'm never gonna look at gas again, ever, ever, ever. I hate that she's smelling gas. I hate that they chose to get this close to her face, and I hate how audible that sniffing is. I'm over it.
My understanding is that there are lots of people who are worried about you and your health. And why would that be?
The way he worded that is amazing.
From my purely ignorant standpoint, I hear that people are worried about your health. Can you tell me why your health sucks, and maybe if it has something to do with you sniffing gas? Just maybe, I don't know.
I've been sniffing gasoline for about 30 years now.
For 30 years?
30 years.
Every day?
Every day. I've been having a lot of short-term memory loss.
The doctor's absolutely dumbfounded, as he should be. Did you see his face? I'm literally in the same boat as him. I can't believe some of the buffoonery I've been hearing during this video.
I'd let food cook on the oven, you know, just stupid stuff like that.
You need to know from at least a medical standpoint that this is a very destructive thing.
Honestly, Mr. Doctor, from any standpoint that's destructive, from whichever standpoint you're looking at it from, you could be standing from anywhere. It's very destructive. Except for standpoints that I'm going to pretend like don't exist because they're what standpoints? Like Theresa. So the doctor goes on to explain how absolutely unhealthy this is for Theresa, how terrible it is for her, how awful it is. And then after all of that, she has the audacity to say this.
When the doctor said that it was affecting my whole body, I just couldn't believe it was doing that. So it was very overwhelming to hear him say that.
How could she not believe it was doing that? But somehow she managed to not be too beat up from sniffing gas, which is amazing considering she's been smelling it for 30 years consistently and constantly. And then after the whole checkup, there's a little end card that talks about the progress she's made. Did you see that? The screen shrunk and it said she sniffs gas only every 2 hours now. Only every 2 hours, which is progress. And then for a split second, it says her memory what? For a split second, it says her memory continues to deteriorate. They tried to hide it, but they couldn't. My eagle eyes caught it. I don't miss. And if you took anything from this, I hope it's that you should never, ever sniff gas. It's not good for you. Don't do it. Please, please, please don't do it. It's not good for you. And if you do smell it, don't make a habit of it, or you're probably gonna end up on the show, which you don't want that either. And I'm still in a state of disbelief for what I just watched. But if you wanna watch more fun content, watch this video right here. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.